Hey guys, what is going on? It's Gamer James here. Thank you for clicking play and thank you very much for once again coming back to this series. Today it is a double header in the Europa League group stage. It is Newcastle United home and away. Huge games. If we can get 4 or even 6 points, then we would be virtually qualified. So let's get to it. Welcome along then, it's episode 16. We are not even anywhere near halfway through the season yet. I've been firing out quite a few videos recently at the start of this season. Last time out, of course, we're kind of doing the Europa League mainly at the minute. So the last video that you saw was the Rome match, the 2-2 draw, the excellent point against the top seeds in the group. Since then we've had 2 league games and a friendly against Real Madrid, which I didn't take control of. We had probably the most frustrating game I think I've ever managed. We lost 3-0 at San Etienne. The stats suggest it was an even game, which it kind of ended up being. But at the point when they were 3-0 up, we'd absolutely hammered them. We really had. I think they'd had about 5 shots on goal at the time they were 3-0 up. We missed a penalty. You can see we had Chochev sent off later on in the second half. In the end, it ended up being quite an even game in terms of the stats. Obviously, they dominated the possession, and it was ended up being a really poor defeat. But at half time, we had been by far the best team, and we'd just been caught 3 times. So it was a damaging 3-0 defeat, really bad. As I say, in the international break, my assistant manager took charge of a friendly against Real Madrid, which we won. A little bit of a money spinner, just gets a couple $100 in the bank. And then came a match against Stade Rennais, and we absolutely battered them. Again, the stats don't really give it away. Most of their shots were from long range. I think they only got through about 3 times. I think the rest were from long range. They did take the lead through Lapadula, but immediately from the kickoff we equalised. Then we were 3-1 up by half time through Lewis Cook's first goal for the club, and Moussa Dembele, who then went on to complete a brace in the second half. 2 minutes from the end. So it was a really good, really emphatic 4-1 win, and it was much needed because the league table has us now in 8th thanks to that win, because it's just boosted our goal difference, brought us back into positive. Really not happy with the amount of goals we conceded, and look at that, 18 goals conceded in 9 games. Not good at all, so that definitely needs addressing. 4 wins, 5 defeats in 9 games. Not brilliant, but we are still in touch with the European places. We're only 5 points off 4th, and we're 8 points off Lyon. But if we can put a good run together, we will be able to claw that back. I have no doubt, because we are, like I say, we're only 9 games in. You know, we're we're a quarter of the way through the season, so we have plenty to go at yet. One thing that has just carried on is Moussa Dembele's goal scoring. This guy is having an incredible season. 15 goals in 13 games so far in all competitions. He's got 9. Look at this, for the under 21s. He's got 9 goals in 9 starts with 1 substitute appearance and 8 assists. That is incredible. So he's been involved in 17 goals in 10 games. He's got 18 goals in 20 under 21 matches. Why he's not in the first team yet, I do not know. He's just been incredible. One thing he does have is a seasonal landmark goal bonus of €350,000 for when he hits 15. He's already done that, but it didn't pay him out. I never got the notification that it paid him out, so I'm wondering if it might be league goals. So we might just have to wait a couple of weeks before he gets his little windfall. But absolutely phenomenal. He is just, I mean, when he's on fire, he is on fire. The one thing, if you do sign him, the one thing I've noticed is that you really do have to keep his happiness up. So it is a case of you've got to really praise him, you've got to really build up his confidence, and then he will just smash it for you. He really, really will. Right, just recap the Europa League group. We are in Group H, as you can see. We have 4 points, so do Newcastle, which makes this, because I don't know if you remember, they beat Bratislava in the last game with a last minute goal. It really looked like we were going to be clear at the top of the group, but it's really put some massive importance now on the Newcastle game, because even with the group as it is, you would still be expecting Roma to finish in the top two. So this double header against Newcastle is absolutely crucial, because of course we've got to go to Rome, and then we've got Bratislava at home. So massive, massive games. We desperately need to win this first one at home. And this is the team that I have gone with that I think will deliver the 3 points. Pretty much standard at the minute. There's one change, I think, and that is El Kaddouri. I've just had a meeting with him. He's not happy with his lack of playing time, so I've promised to play him. He is a really good player. It's just that Lewis Cook's been playing really well, so he's just not got in the team. But I'm going to give him a few games now, because Lewis Cook, he's made 10 appearances, so he should be okay to sit out 4 or 5 while I play El Kaddouri. So we've got Benoit Costil in goal, Angelino at left back, Doria and Klosterman in the centre, with Danny Da Costa at right back. As I say, El Kaddouri in the middle with Ogajan Ozyakup, and then it's Tovan, Belhanda and Sisto behind Moussa Dembele. We've gone for a control mentality, just to see how it goes to start with. Don't want to go gung-ho, because Newcastle are obviously a very, very good side, and they would be able to catch us if we leave any gaps at the back. So yeah, that's it. Let's see what the press are going to say. Right, well, the press seem to think that we're going to just sneak through with a win in this one. Newcastle apparently on a bit of a poor run of form, and they've got no Vernon Anita or Ashraf Lazar. So hopefully we can make home advantage count and get clear in this group. So we've told them assertively that we want them to pick up the last where they left off from that 4-1. Yeah, it seems to have gone down okay. It should be a home win. So let's see how we get on. The players are walking out. It's a big game is this, because Roma, you would imagine, are going to win their game, so they will be on 5 points. So if we can win it and put daylight between ourselves and Newcastle, that would be massive. So Ogajan plays an early ball forward, and Dembele thought he was going to take that on there. And we have a throw in here. Here's Sisto. Good ball in. It breaks for Ogajan and Belhanda, and Sisto, and Krul saves the cross. Belhanda gets away with that 50-50, plays it forward to Dembele. What can he do? A lot of players around him. He's got the shot away, and it's deflected for a corner. It's about as much as we could have hoped for there. Absolutely nothing has happened in this game so far. Decent delivery from Belhanda. Headed away, but here's Tovan. Played into Ogajan, and that's a great ball to Belhanda. Oh, what a finish. Yunus Belhanda. 4th goal of the season for him. That is an exceptional strike from who has been one of our players of the season. What a strike! What a strike! Here's the goal scorer, legendary goal scorer, Yunus Belhanda. What a goal that was. And Dembele's in for a quick fire second. Oh, and Tim Krul just about did enough to keep that out. Well, he did do enough to keep it out, because he kept it out. Belhanda takes a corner. Doria looks to get on it. Here's Tovan. Belhanda again, volleyed cross in, Dembele beaten in the air. El Kaddouri, Ogajan. Doria goes out to Angelino. Oh, and he couldn't take the ball with him. So here's Ogajan. Goes back to Doria. Still drawing in the other game. I mean, if that game did finish in a draw between Roma and Bratislava, that would be incredible, but it probably won't. Here's Sisto. Goes to Tovan. It must be in. It is in. Krul, very, very unlucky there. But I do not care. Tovan has forced it home. It's a bit like a goal we conceded in a match a little while ago. The keeper gets a phenomenal save, taps it onto the post, but it's 2-0. And we're straight back in from the kickoff. So that is daylight. Really desperate now for Bratislava to do us a favour. That would be incredible. El Kaduri, and here's Sisto. We have started fantastically well here. El Kaduri to Ogajan, but 2-0. I do not like 2-0 leads. I really do not like 2-0 leads. Klosterman heads away. Yeah, 2-0 lead as soon as if they get a goal back, then we become nervy. And Diame's in here. Oh, what a tackle! But it's going to break for Richie, and he's hit the post twice. What happened there? He has hit the post twice. Da Costa with the free kick. Here's Ogajan. Belhanda. Good ball to Dembele. He went for goal. It's broken for Tovan. Oh, what a finish that is. What a finish that is. It's 3-0, 5 minutes before the break. Oh, well, we have scored 3 fantastic goals drilled in. Hopefully, that's the points done. Right, so it's half time. It's 3-0. Dare I say that it's all but dead, this game. But what we've got to do is assertively tell them. Wow, that didn't go well. Assertively tell them to keep going. But I'm just going to do, because we've got a couple of reds turned up there. We've got a couple of players looking stressed out. A couple of looking complacent. So we just desperately need them to not be complacent. El Kaduri is one of the ones looking complacent, and you've just come to me before this match and said you are unhappy with not playing. You should be out there giving it your all and busting a gut for this team. It is still 0-0 at half time, by the way, in that other match, which is just the best result we could hope for. So here's Tovan, scorer of 2 brilliant goals so far. Belhanda got the other one, of course, and he's gone for goal, and it's hit the defender in the face, gone for the corner. And Roma have scored in their match. Oh, that's annoying. Not the end of the world, because we're still in control of our destiny if we do get the win here. Klosterman with the free kick. So we've made a couple of changes. We've brought on Chochev on the ball now, and we've brought on Cabela. We've taken off El Kaduri and Belhanda. El Kaduri is still looking complacent, so I can't have my ball-winning midfielder or my defensive-minded midfielder looking complacent. But here's Czerny coming forward. Hits a good shot, and Costile pats it down and then gets it. Tim Krul takes a long goal kick. They're playing quite a high defensive line. We should really be able to get in behind that at will. Here's Dembele. Goes back to Chochev. Now Ogajan. Looked for Tovan, but it's well intercepted by Kaisara. Da Costa with the first time ball back into Sisto. Looks to get the ball across. There's Dembele. Ooh, should have been 4. Klosterman takes a short free kick. Cabela, Ogajan. So if we can follow this up with a point or even better up at Newcastle, then that would be great. A win, obviously, we'd want to take the full points because that would pretty much put us through. Oh, that's a great ball. Ogajan to Angelino. Cross is blocked. Ogajan goes back to Doria. Yeah, so I said I wanted 10, 11 points before the group stage, and that should see us through. So, oh, I thought Ayew was going to score there. That's a great save from Tim Krul, to be fair to him. Yeah, so I reckon about 10 or 11 points should get us through. So a point here and then a win against Bratislava, and that should be it. So Torreira is going to take this free kick. I mean, it's the end of the game. Czerny fires over. We've definitely won. It's a case of now just keep that clean sheet, really. We've been dominant. It's a fully deserved victory. You can't argue with that. Here's Danny Da Costa. Could we get a 4th? That would be nice. Chochev. Jordan Ayew. Cutting in. He's supposed to be playing as a winger. But Cabela's played a great ball, and Tovan, oh, he was cleaned out there, ref. So 40 seconds to go. It's 3-0. It's done and dusted. Roma are still winning their game. But I never set out in this group to think I could win it. I always assumed I would finish behind Roma. but I would be delighted to. I mean, we've we do need to get a result against Newcastle. It has to be said. We do need to get a result in the return match, for sure. Final whistle goes. We've won 3-0. 10 points probably isn't going to be enough if we lost to Newcastle, because obviously they'd have to play Bratislava as well. So yeah, we're probably going to have to get something at St James's Park. Actually, thinking about it, we might have to go up there and get at least a point. But looking at that performance, I think we could go there and get the win, to be honest, because they showed absolutely nothing in that match. They really didn't. So yeah, we have got a couple of league games before the second match, so we'll play those. Then we'll show you what happened, or at least go over the results, and then we'll be back in for the second leg. Okay, so the first one was up against Bastia away. It was an absolute. We seem to have a real continental hangover. Every game after a European match has just been awful. This was probably the worst of them. We lost 2-0. As you can see from the stats, it probably should have been 4 or 5. We were just woeful. Yeah, awful. So after that Bastia game, we had a home game against Bordeaux, who were 4th. So this win is huge. We won 3-1. Geordie and I got a couple. Gary Kay lone goal sealed the points for us. As you can see though on the stats, it was a win that we didn't really deserve. Bordeaux would definitely feel like they should have got something out of that. But do you know what? That's happened to us on so many occasions already this season, and we're only 11 games in. So, meh, don't care. Let's have a look at the table. So we are currently 10th with 5 wins and 6 defeats. 4 of those wins have come at home. So we really need to sort out the away form. It's really holding us back at the minute. If we'd have even got a couple of draws on the road, we'd be an awful lot better off in the table. As it stands, you know, as I say, we're only 11 games in. There's 27 to go, but we don't want to be falling too much into mid-table mediocrity. We really need to start pushing up the table and cementing our place in and around that top 6 for sure. Right, so the team is picked. It's basically our first choice 11. Benoit Costil in goal. The only player that might be in there, well, there's 2 really. You can see them there. The lightly injured players, Begovic and Duarte, would probably be in there with Klosterman at maybe at right back. But other than that, it's a really strong lineup. So it's Costil, Da Costa, Klosterman, Doria, Angelino, Ogajan and Cook, Tovan, Belhanda and Sisto behind Dembele. So it's a strong team, and I am really hoping it will get us those vital points. Okay, so on to the press. They are saying that we will win, so that's good. Newcastle in a bad run of form. I had a quick look at the Premier League table. Probably should have shown it you really. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll have there's a little around the world screen, isn't there? So maybe I'll have a look at that in a future video. They're in a relegation battle in the Premier League. They are 16th, I think they were. So hopefully their confidence is low and we can get the win. Okay, so Newcastle get us underway. I have assertively, my team talk said that we can get out we can secure qualification for the first knockout round. So get out there and get that win. So let's do it. Doria to Cook, Ogajan to Belhanda. Go on, lad. Great ball. Sisto. Oh, he's gone for goal. Oh, what happened there? That hit the woodwork, I think. Wow. I've never seen that before. That was an incredible shot. That would have ripped the net in 2. So here we come again. Cook to Ogajan. Come on. Oh, they're coming at us now. Here's Azmoun. Get there, Angelino. Well done. We just can't get hold of that ball in the centre of the pitch, though. Here's Johnny. Come on. Oh, Shelvey's in. And Shelvey scores. And we're behind after less than 8.5 minutes. Not what we wanted. Not what we wanted at all. It's a good go, Azmoun there with a back heel through to Shelvey. Oh. Sisto with a free kick. Oh, God, kept that low. That must have gone through the wall. Really well held by Krul. Dembele was lurking. And showing a little sign of recovery here. Here's Sisto. It comes back off a defender, and it's Cook. Ogajan, great ball. Belhanda, what was that? Shelvey with this free kick, and it's broken for Johnny. That's a great save by Costile. So I've assertively demanded more from my players, and Newcastle have actually had an injury. Diarme went off injured, and Vaclav Cherny came on for him. So yeah, let's see what happens there. Sisto with a poor cross. Tim Krul easily catches that. He'll just catch those all day long. Really, really bad performance so far. Cherny plays it forward. Da Costa with a good tackle. We cannot get out of just cannot get out at the minute. Costile clears the free kick, but come on, that is just aimless from everyone. Sisto and Klosterman with poor headers. Shot from Asmoon deflected wide. Had Costile scrambling a little bit, to be fair. Ritchie will take the corner. It's deep. Klosterman gets to it. It's another corner. This has been absolutely abysmal at the minute. Roma are winning their match, of course, because they're playing Bratislava. Sisto will deliver this free kick, and it's poor again. Come on. You are better than this, boys. This is absolutely... it is one of the worst performances I have seen in this save. Da Costa gets a good save, a good tackle there. But here's Ritchie, and there's Shelvey, and Costile keeps us in the match. If we go down 2-0 at this point, it is over. This has been absolutely terrible. We're coming up to half-time now. We're in stoppage time. Can we get an undeserved equaliser before the break? Here's Ogajan, drills it across. Krul tips it away for a corner. It's too much to hope for to think that we'll do something. You see, that wasn't even a shot on target. And what happened there? Doria fouled the goalkeeper, apparently. So that is it. It's half-time. It has been absolutely awful. So apologies for this. We're going to get aggressive because that has been absolutely shocking. Dembele's form has just dropped a little bit in the last couple of games. He hasn't scored, and I had a word with him before the game and said, you know, arrest that slump in form. And he was, you know, he was happy with that. He said he'll work hard and he will get going. And he's just been anonymous. It's been the worst half of football I can remember. Let's get going in this second half. So I haven't gone attacking just yet. I was just going to see if we can claw our way back into the game with the team talk. I'll only give it about 10 minutes or so, and then it will be going to attack. We've got to try and do something, otherwise it is going to be the most nerve-wracking end of the group stage. But Dembele has scored for us. It is 1-1. Do you know what? That's a draw is what we need. It's a great ball in, and Dembele's header is phenomenal. What a finish. Klosterman clears, but Mbemba unchallenged by Dembele. He's not the greatest in the air, but at least he can make life difficult. And Bongonda hits one, and Costile touches it over the bar. Torreira will take the corner, and we've just about dealt with that. And Klosterman gets it away to Dembele. Are we going to get a counter-attack going here? He switched it well to Tovan, who's helped it onto Angelino. This is looking promising. Oh, and I thought that was going to drop in. Oh, I thought that was going to drop in the far post. Here's Cherny. Oh, Da Costa's misjudged that. And Johnny. And, oh, God. Get it away. Right, Belhanda. Loses out in the middle of the park. He has not played well today. Bongonda pulls it across. Asmoon. Oh, it's a great save by Costile at point-blank range. Here's Doria and Ogajan. And Cook. Haven't made any substitutions yet. I really need to, but I'm tempted to try and protect the draw at the minute. The Dembele has other ideas. That was a great hit from miles out. Can we do anything with the loose ball? Ogajan puts it in, cleared away, and Cherny's going to lead the attack the other way. Asmoon. And he drills it across, and it goes wide. Here's Cook. Ogajan. Belhanda. We have got a couple of substitutions waiting to be made. Chochev and Cabela are coming on, and it's Lewis Cook and Belhanda going off. Ogajan, oh, what a ball, Sisto! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Yes! What a goal! What a finish from Sisto! Ogajan, that is a stunning pass. Brilliant first touch. Oh, and drilled in. 2-1, come on. Costile will lift a goal kick forward. Look at those stats. We are FMing the hell out of Newcastle United here. It's a totally different Newcastle team to the one that played at our place. Absolutely Jekyll and Hyde performance from them. They do not deserve to be losing this match. But I don't care about that. I just want to win it. But Bongondo, whoa, that was wild. Sisto then lifts the free kick in. Oh, I thought Klosterman would get to that. Cabela does. And Dembele, what a miss. Oh, 7 minutes to go. Come on, boys. I've brought on Omar El Kaddouri for Oz Yakup because he is looking knackered. And they're passing it around as well here. And Osman, oh my word, Costile with a fantastic save. Absolutely brilliant save. The corner is headed away. Torreira, they're just going to come at us now. They are desperate for an equaliser. Newcastle need at least a win from at least a point from this game. Here's El Kaddouri though. Can we wrap it up? El Kaddouri. Oh, that's a great ball in and there was no one there. Oh, that was superb. Oh, cliche alert, but that was into the corridor of uncertainty. And here's Azmoun at the other end and Costile saves. End-to-end stuff. Oh, we're into stoppage time. We have less than 2 minutes to go. Here's El Kaddouri and Doria. Ball lifted forward looking for Dembele. He's beaten in the air. But Cabela's lifted a great ball in. Oh, what was that, Hanley? What an interception that was. Dembele again and Tovan. Just pass it around now, boys. This is nice. This is good, good, good. Tovan lifts it across. Sisto! It's a great move. Krul has saved it. But while it is down that end, we have 40 seconds to go. They cannot score when we have a corner. Come on. Azmoun heads it away. Just let it out of play. Oh, my word. It's looking like the game in Rome is going to be potentially a playoff for top spot. Now, I don't really care. I just want us to get through. There's the final whistle. We have done it. We have done it. Oh, what a result. I cannot believe we've got 3 wins and a draw out of our 4 games in this group. Absolutely, absolutely phenomenal. Passionately tell them that was a great comeback. Oh, I am so happy with that. Look at those stats. I mean, we got a couple of extra chances there in the last few minutes as Newcastle pushed forward. But, you know, Newcastle really should have won that. I don't feel bad because, you know what, we're getting wins that we don't necessarily deserve. Winning away from home as well is huge because that hasn't happened too often this season. Look at that group. Wow. It is poised now. We are basically through. So because we've done the double over Newcastle, so they can't get above us. So I'm delighted. It's brilliant. Bring on that draw. What I'm going to do is just going to finish the video with a look at the schedule, so give you a heads up on what the next game will be. So just before we wrap it up, there you go, confirmed. We have qualified for the first knockout round with 2 games to spare. I tell you what, that is beyond my wildest dreams when it happened. I said at the start, if we can get 10 or 11 points, then we'd go through. So to have 10 points already after 4 games, absolutely delighted. Absolutely delighted. Just see now, it's just down to now that game in Rome to see who wins the group, really, because you would expect us to beat Bratislava at home. So yeah, it could well come down to that game. So let's have a look at the schedule then. No point now showing you either the Bratislava or the Roma games. There's just no point because we're through, so they'd be kind of meaningless. So I am thinking I will either come back for... well, actually, what I will do is, obviously I'm not going to show you the Bratislava game. What I might do is, depending on what results happen there, what happens in the Roma Newcastle match, If top spot in the group is still up for grabs, then what we'll do is we will do the Roma game on camera. If not, it will either be Monaco at home or Nice away. More likely probably be Nice away, so at least the group stage is wrapped up. So it'll be one of those two games, and we'll see who we get in the whatever happens. We'll see who we get. I'll show you the draw for the knockout round. We'll see who we get. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I have no idea how long this video is going to be because I obviously have not edited it down yet. Hopefully it's not taken up too much of your life. But if you liked it, click like. If you want to see more, then subscribe. Tell your friends. Let's get this channel going a little bit. Let's get it growing as more than it already has been in the start of this year. It's been a great start to the year. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.